everybody, and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman in charge of Troyes in the Domino's Liga 1, where we are back for 2 more games against Toulouse and Lorient. And lately I've just sort of been looking at the squad and trying to figure out what I want to do to improve, because I think it's safe to say we've definitely achieved some very good heights this season, being a newly promoted side, but we need to try and push higher, we need to keep going. And it's hard to try and figure out where we can actually improve, because there's players like, say, Zimmerman and Nasruddin, our 2 left-backs, who have both been good this season, without a shadow of a doubt. They're both good players, but they're also a little bit unremarkable. They're not standout. They're not incredible. So could we maybe improve on them? But again, they're both young, though, as well. They're both going to continue to grow, so I don't know whether to stick with them and just try and keep growing them. I mean, they're 20 and 21, respectively, so I don't know. It's really difficult. And then you've got players like, say, our front line, Noé Stefan, for example, who had an excellent run of form where he's got a bunch of goals, but it's so inconsistent. Like, he went on one run, and since then, and before then, he was quite quiet. So, I don't know, it's a really hard one to figure out. It's something I'm trying to put some thought into before we sort of approach the transfer window. But, well, let's get stuck into this first game today. Now, we've got a relatively strong lineup here, and it is worth noting that a lot of our injured players, or all of our injured players, are close to returning. Antonio should be back for the next game. He's returning to training tomorrow. Ilan Bordas has got 9 days to 3 weeks, so he's still got a few more games to miss, but at least he's getting close to that recovery. And then Christoph Clark, it doesn't really matter. He doesn't feature anyway, but he might be back for next game, so good for him. So, yeah, let's just get stuck into this match. Let's just submit the team. Now, we've got Toulouse first up, who are a good side, and, well, we need to play well to beat them. I just keep having flashbacks to the cup game against them last season where Thomas Eriksson scored a belter. And, well, I'd like to see some more of that if we're being honest. Maybe not from Thomas Eriksson because he's not playing, so that'd be difficult. But they've got a similar formation to us. Let's just hand over to the assistant, I think, because he still does a decent job most of the time, but not that one. He only got 2 good reactions, which is a little bit below par. But I just want a good result. I just really want us to get back to winning ways. We've got 3 losses on the bounce, which is, I think, our biggest streak this season. I'd love to turn that around and just get out of this little rut that we're in. Highlight from kickoff is still going off here, and, well, Ponte plays forward to Asay, he picks out Stefan, he's trying to take on the defence, he rounds them, he strikes, and Noé Stefan scores inside the first minute from the highlight from kickoff. The assist coming from Asay, it's his 14th goal, and, well, the second half of the season, he's been quite good, to be fair. He went on that huge run where he scored a load, and since then he's quietened down a little bit, but he is still scoring with at least some consistency. He's scored a couple in recent fixtures. So, he's such a weird player to try and judge because he was so ice cold at the start of the season, but since then he's been pretty good, I think it's safe to say. I mean, you don't score 14 goals in a season without doing something right. So, well, it's another goal, it's 1-0 for us, and let's keep it going. We've got a throw in here. Worth noting, Stefan has picked up a twisted knee, but we should be able to get him through the rest of the game. It's nothing serious at all. And we're looking to attack again down this left flank with Asay playing forward Stefan. Can we manage to find another goal here? No, Asay is brought down, but it was a fair challenge. They won the ball well. And now it's in their possession, and we need to put on the pressure to try and win it back as they look to come forward. They play it out to this left-hand side, and they're trying to fight Horn, but it's a great block. Marietti on the loose ball. He's running forward with it. Can he find Stefan? No, he finds Asay instead, who's in the box. Can he slide it across? He goes for goal! Stefan was in the centre, and he could have just knocked it across to him. It would have been such an easy shot, but he went for goal. We only got a corner, and the corner, to boot, was shocking. So, missed opportunity there, it feels like. We could have been 2-0 up. We've got a goal kick. My Sonio plays out to Ponte. I really want the second goal in this first half. We've been really dominant, to be fair. We've had a fair few chances, and just from the stats, we've had a lot more shots on target. So, it would be great if we could capitalise on that and turn it into goals to secure our lead through the second half. But Stefan plays out wide to Horn. Can he find a cross? He can. He finds Asay, who goes for it with his head, but it's just over. Look at that. I mean, we've had 13 shots to their 2, 4 on target to their 0. We've been alright, but we just can't find the back of the net, and their free kick goes close. It's the first highlight we've seen from them, really. We need something to just sort of give us that safety cushion, just in case anything goes awry after half-time. But we're going into it with a 1-0 lead in a dominant performance. I don't think we can be too upset. It just would have been so nice if we could have got the second goal, but things are going well. No, I'm happy with your performance. Let's keep going. They all look delighted. let's get stuck straight into the second half. I don't think any changes need to be made. We're still doing some good stuff. I just really would like this game to be a bit more secure. As we've got a free kick on the edge of the box, Schilling strikes and hits the post. Schilling being on free kicks is really weird because Marietti's been on them all season and he's been quite good. So I'm not quite sure why he's taken over. I mean, probably because I assume he's quite a good free kick taker, but he's alright. He's got 13. He's not dreadful, but I don't know. It just seems weird that he's taking precedence over Marietti. Actually, I'm going to change that. I don't know why I'm saying it's strange when I can literally just go set piece takers and just swap them around. So I'm going to put Marietti on free kicks for the remainder of the game. They've got a throw in here on the edge of our area, and, well, they're flicking it into the box. They play it to Favre, who literally hits the post from point-blank range. It was a very good cross, picked him out very nicely, but they wasn't able to capitalise, and now we're on the attack. Granstar on the right-hand side. Can he put it across? It's cleared, just knocked out. It was a good effort, and we had men in the box, but the cross just couldn't find one of those men. And, well, they're on the attack again. End-to-end stuff here, but Horn does a great job of cutting it out. Clears beautifully. And it's still 1-0 to us, but we need to try and lock this game up. Zimmerman's going to take a throw that knocks down to a say. And, well, there's a chance maybe for us to take a 2-goal lead here if we can craft a good chance for ourselves. Parmentier and Schilling knocking it around between each other, but, well, we've had to go all the way back, but we've rebuilt well out on this left-hand side. But the pass forward from Zimmerman there, incredibly poor. And, well, their clearance, arguably even worse. Horn forward to Granstar. There's men in the centre. Stefan's got a little bit of space, but no one's picking him out. Asay slides forward to Granstar, who strikes, and Granstar bags his 9th of the season. It got in the net. It eventually got in the net. It was a long chance, and I think we could have maybe sped that up a little bit. I don't think there was a need for as many in-between passes, but at the end of the day, it worked. It was some good possession football. We looked very calm on the ball too. It's not like we ever looked like losing it. And we managed to put it in the back of the net. It was a very good goal. Second assist of the game for Derek Asay as well. So, fair play to him. He's having a good time of it. They've got a free kick here. They're striking, and, well, that absolutely flew into the back of the net. Beauregard scoring that one. 2-1. 15 minutes left to go. Please let's not throw this away. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful strike. We can't really blame anyone for that. It was a bit of a freak of nature, to be honest. It was just a very, very good shot. But another highlight is not what I want to see, as they knock it down from a goal kick, and they're looking to attack. They've played it into the box, and we've thrown away another 2-0 lead. This is getting silly. We are throwing away so many leads. The fact that we were 2-0 up and it's now gone to 2-2 in the space of seconds is frankly shocking. And I'm annoyed that this keeps happening. We just seem to just give up. I don't know, we just look awful after we go 2-0 up. Horn, that is garbage. Follett puts in a decent tackle, but they're on the ball on the edge of the box. They strike and hit the post. We get lucky. Horn, that was awful. There's minutes left and I've not made any changes because I just don't think any of them would actually benefit us. I think this is our best 11 that we've got out, at least our best 11 available to us. So I don't really know what to do. I'll just shout at them some more, I guess, and I guess we're taking a draw here if nothing changes because this just feels so unfair. I don't know, it feels like we dominated the entire match and in the space of a minute they just managed to score 2 goals, which is shocking. It's just a complete defensive breakdown, which, to be fair, we have our main centre-back and our main defensive midfielder out for a long period of time. These things are going to happen, but 2 minutes, they scored 2 goals and matched our entire game's performance. It's frustrating, but no, not you're unlucky. You don't deserve a rest after that performance. That is... Stop throwing away points. Like, seriously. It's just so frustrating when you fight all game and you do so well, only to just throw it away from a couple of minutes lapse in concentration. I mean, the first goal was a very good free kick. Let's not look at it any other way, but the second one really should have just not happened, and then from there we still didn't look good. We just stopped creating chances. It's just not a good sign, really, but another game to come. Let's play Lorient. They are struggling. They're down in 15th. We've done very well against the struggling sides this season, so hopefully we can keep that form going and give them a good battering. So here we are for the second game of today against Lorient, and there have been a couple of changes to the backline. First of all, Navarro is in due to a suspension to Cedric Horn. It's just for this game. He's picked up too many yellow cards, so he will be unable to feature. Nasruddin is in for Zimmerman because he's picked up a very long-term injury, or not very long-term injury. He's picked up a 4-week injury, potentially. So he's going to be out for a few weeks, so Nasruddin more than able to step in and hopefully fill that gap very well. And then Zacharias Antonio comes back into the centre-half position with his return from his injury. Hopefully, he can help sort of stabilise our backline a little bit, because we've been poor in recent weeks. Defensively, we've not been as good as we were at the start of the season, and it needs to change. It needs to stop. So, let's submit this team. We still haven't won in 4. At least we picked up a point in the last game, but we threw it away again. And we need to turn it around. We just need to maintain our leads, because we're doing the things we need to win the game, but we just can't hold on, and it's just frustrating. So let's show all the pundits that they were right to back you up. 4 players reacted well to that. Let's get into the game and just hopefully, if we take the lead, please can we maintain it? We've got a throw in here. Navarro's going to take, gives it to Schilling. And can we maybe craft an early chance? There's space out here on this left-hand side, but nobody's able to pick him out. Marietti's on it, though, running into the centre, knocks across to Asay, turns and shoots, but it hits the defender right in front of him. And now they're potentially the ones putting on the pressure. No, Antonio cuts it out nicely, and maybe a chance for another attack as we play forward. Marietti to Asay, and well, if we can craft an early chance, it would be great. We tried to flick into Stefan, can't do so. Marietti forward to Gransar, runs around the defender, strikes, and Gransar bags another goal. It's his 10th of the season. The assist coming from Marietti. Quite a generous assist, really. I think Gransar did a lot of the work himself there. So, well, Marietti, though, did pounce on this loose ball and knocked it off to Gransar very well, but then the way he just turned and ran rings around the defenders before striking a very nice shot was very good to see, and it puts us 1-0 up 10 minutes in. Hopefully we can ride this out. We need more goals. We can't even call 2 goals safe at this point, so we need to keep scoring. As they have a free kick on the edge of our area, they're going to knock it across, playing it short. Can they strike? No. Parmentier with a wonderful challenge, doing an excellent job defensively there, and we are rushing forward with numbers. We play it out wide to Gransar. Can he find a cross in? No, he goes for goal. Just slide it to the box. So, one of the most frustrating things about Football Manager is that they never do that. It's so rare that they just pass it across the face of goal when it would be so simple. So, here we are, half-time, still 1-0 up, and the chance has been majoritively ours, at least from the highlights perspective. So, let's say I'm pleased with how things are going. These are a struggling side, and I think we can be doing a bit better than we currently are. A lot of our attackers, actually, I don't know if you just caught that there, so I'll just show you. A lot of our attackers having quite poor games, 6.4, 6.5 for Stefan and Asay, so hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. We've got a throw in deep in their half. Navarro can't pick anyone out, but they flick on into their own box. Stefan, with one of the worst shots we've seen ever, it just sort of passes it back to the keeper, and I'm surprised he's allowed to pick that up, if we're going to be honest, because, well, the pass-back rule should be coming into effect, but they're now on possession, and this highlight isn't over yet. Cisse on the attack, plays out wide, completely switches the play, but, well, the shot is blocked by Nasruddin, and we are back in possession. Stefan pounces on the loose ball, he one-on-one with the keeper. We didn't need to see where that was going, did we? We knew it was going to be saved, because it's Stefan one-on-one with the keeper. It happens every single time. Asay flicks into the box, but they claim with ease, and, well, at least we're having chances at the start of the second half, but we need to turn them into goals. 66 minutes in and just not a lot is going on, so I'm bringing on Mawessa on the left-hand side, just as a winger, just try and change things up, change the way we approach that side. Actually, we've got a lot of players on support. I'm just going to nudge these wingers over to attack and just still try and create more chances and have more goal threats in the dying minutes of this game. Well, we're running at them here. Mawessa's on the ball, but he gets slide tackled, and they are now the ones in possession. They flick it forward. Antonio nods down, but it's not good. It falls straight to them. They've got a lot of space for a lot of players. Cisse on it here, on this flank. He crosses in, and it's so easy. Such an easy finish for them. And it's 1-1. Again, we've thrown it away after taking a lead. It was poor defensively, to say the very least. There's complete lack of marking on so many men here, and they just have more men in the box than we do. My Sonny there just sort of falls over as well, but I think it'd be unfair to blame him. There was just so many places that shot could have came from. It was hard for him to actually prepare himself for. As Mawessa loses the ball again, we've brought him on, and twice we've seen him lose the ball and give them a chance. They play forward. Abraham strikes. Wait. VAR is coming into effect. Is it real? No, it's been disallowed. I don't know what for. Probably offside. I hate VAR in this game. But Mawessa is on it. Flicks it into the box. Schilling nods down. Follett on the ball. Can we create anything? Mawessa on the right-hand side. He's running towards the keeper. He strikes. And Faitu Mawessa manages to score the goal to put us in the lead. It's 2-1. VAR in this game is so confusing because the game just carries on before it's told you the decision. Like, it's just really hard to understand what's going on when the game doesn't tell you. It's a pretty important part, But we're back to being 2-1 up. 5-2 Malwes has scored. Well, I'm just going to take having the lead at this point. I'll complain about VAR in a bit because I like it in real life. Don't get this twisted. I think it's great in real life. In this game, completely unnecessary. But 82 minutes in, I'm just going to go positive. Just try and see out this match. Let's not make any silly mistakes. We've had the majority of the shots and the majority of shots on target, but I just don't want to throw away another game. It's been 4 games since we've last won. And, well, they've got a throw in with 10 seconds left on the clock. Thanks to a goal by 5-2 Malwes, it looks like we are going to pick up the victory here. And, well, we didn't make it easy, that's for sure. But we managed to come through in the end. We fought hard and picked up the 2-1 win. The issue is that we're having to fight that hard against such a struggling team. And I just don't know if that's a great sign, to be honest. But, well, we got the 3 points. Let's just be happy about that. A little bit of VAR controversy, a late goal. It is acceptable, right? We can accept what just happened. It was okay. So, hopefully, with some of our players coming back, especially Antonio in that game, but then also, you know, we'll start to get Horn back, we'll start to get Bordas back, we'll start to be able to secure defensively, because I don't think we've struggled for scoring. We've been fine. We've not struggled to really. Well, there's been a couple of games where we've only scored 1, but in the majority, or 0. But in the majority of our games, you know, we've 3-2 defeat, 2-2 draw, 2-1 win. We're just failing to lock up our own end more than anything. I mean, if you look back here, clean sheet, 3-0 defeat to PSG, clean sheet, 1 goal. And then it just collapses. We just start conceding for fun. And that's just what needs to change, to be honest. So, hopefully, with some of our defensive players coming back, we can secure this. But, let's wrap this up here. We are currently in 9th. Still 8 games of the season to go, so we're sort of going into the very final stretches of the season now. There is, 24 points still to play for? We could potentially finish on 60 points, especially with some of the fixtures we've got left. We haven't got too many difficult games. Hopefully we can just keep the good results coming and just not get sucked into a poor run of form due to players missing. But thank you very much for watching, and tomorrow's video will be up at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. It's great to see some of you guys interacting with each other in the comments as well. It's really nice to see people like being invested in the series and talking about it sort of amongst themselves. It's really nice, so thank you very much for that. And same in the Discord as well. It's, again, great to see people getting invested in the series and asking questions and talking about it. It's just really nice to see. So thank you very much. But yeah, follow on Twitter, join the Discord, and leave any feedback in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.